Welcome to another episode of the Fishtank podcast. I am here again. I am your host, Sebastian, with my co-host, Rory.
Yeah. What's up?
And Sheg.
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
And no Leon this week, unfortunately. Old man Leon is out somewhere sunbathing, somewhere in a very nice country. Didn't realize how hot it would be over here at the exact same time, but he's probably doing a family thing. So yeah, we wish him well, and hopefully he'll be back here with us next week. But yeah, so what's been going on? That's what we used to start with every single time. So let's kick it off with what's been going on, bro. What's happening in your world, Rick?
My world. Well, the last couple of weeks have actually been kind of tough. Like work wise, there's a lot of redundancies happening at the moment. So basically, it's not even a case of now you're having to do some work. Like we're doing the work anyway, but now it's like you're doing the work, but there's no vibes. And I've never been in this kind of situation where normally if stuff like this is happening in work, I'll probably bounce before it gets to the last man, whereas now I'm kind of the second to last man standing, and I'm like, yeah, this is long. Yeah, this is this isn't it.
So everybody else is gone.
Yeah, well, I say from like my team, all the vibes, all the people that you would go into work and catch jokes with, or like you'd be looking forward to, you know what, come Monday, I'm going to speak to them about that. Yeah, that's not there at the moment. It's just literally get to work.
So what are you doing about it, bruv? What's the plan? Because I'll tell you something. Yeah, have you noticed that how quickly time is flying? Have you not noticed that? Everyone I speak to, they all say, we're in August already. Christmas will be around the corner. So time is flying quickly, so you better get your skates on, bro. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of half hoping to hold out to a redundancy myself and get paid. But the other half of me is like, if that one other guy gets made redundant before me, then I mean, I'm in the sticks, man. Like, so I'm kind of half looking, half not. But yeah, that's work side of things. Other than that, something really random, actually, just speaking about the work, coming home from work. So what's your kind of cutoff for making new friends? Because I've got something. I've made a new friend, right, on the way back from work.
No, that's random. I would find that suspect.
So I gotta ask.
What, in London?
Now we're all grown. Yeah. So what is your cutoff age for making a new friend? Like, are you still actively putting people in your circle? Or
when you say friend, you mean like we're going to go places on a weekend type of friend?
Like, yeah, we're going to go places, maybe have a drink after work. Like, yeah.
The last new friend I made was probably around about 2014. So
okay,
and I'd already set the cutoff before then. They just got lucky and got
squeezed in
because we happened to be around each other a lot in work, and we're working together.
Oh no, see,
so they're not even. Work
outside of work. Yeah,
outside of work, that's never happened. So no random person, especially in London, has ever walked up to me, started a conversation, and I thought to myself, I want to see this guy again. No, that's never been a
okay.
thing,
no. All right, cool. Well, I made a new friend today. This week,
bro,
actually.
Can I respond to that about making a new friend and that? It's a weird question because I make friends quite a lot, but then you have to define what you're calling a friend. You know what I mean? Because, for example, I met a new friend, when I went on holiday, just a couple of months ago. Bonded and all of that. And since I've been back, I've actually played five-a-side football against him. Like it's like a coincidence. And we've been to the bar. He's a DJ as well, so he invited me to come and go to one of his venues. But I didn't go that far. Do you know what I mean? But I would class him. He's got my number. I got his number. Do you know what I mean? I would class. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you class that as a friend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a new
Yeah.
friend. Yeah, you're spending
I
time
would.
outside of your normal routine
You
to
see,
spend time with them.
I would class someone as a friend, yeah, as someone who you would maybe bring to your yard.
Oh,
That's
Definitely.
a
okay.
friend. That's a
Yeah,
Definitely.
friend.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Anybody
yeah,
that you can't bring to your yard, they're your friend, you know. They're your
yeah, yeah,
acquaintance or
yeah,
you're
yeah,
someone you
yeah,
know. But a friend is someone that you be comfortable in letting them know where you sleep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
You
I
know what I mean?
agree.
I
So I
think it
mean, so
might
how
be
would you does this guy know where you live?
at this stage. No,
Oh,
at this
okay.
stage, no. But I can foresee an opportunity, like a time when we go out, have a drink, go watch some football, whatever, and then it'll be like, oh yeah, I'm getting off the train here. Oh yeah, I'm getting off here. So then I can see it. Oh, what, you want a game? All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I can see
So
those
you need to elaborate a
further
bit. How
down.
did this come around? How did this come? So what was it on the tube or on the
Uh,
transport thing or how did you buck up?
so on the overground, on like the normal train line,
Hmm.
I'm on the train from London Bridge, just finished work. Um, dress down day, so I'm wearing a t-shirt, a Napoleon Dynamite t-shirt. So he's seen this t-shirt. It's so kind of niche that he's looked at it and he's gone, "What? That is a cool t-shirt." Now, normally, I guess I don't know if it was another woman, that would probably be a all right, cool. Conversation really ain't gonna go too far. If it's another guy, normally in London, again, all right, cool, thanks. Conversation ain't gonna go too far. But for some reason, we both got on the same train. Dude started just talking. He's from Canada, so I guess he was a bit more talkative than what the average London person was. But yeah, we literally now I've seen this guy like 3 times since, and I'm against the train buddy type talking thing.
You
So
mean
it's
you've seen him
really
on the
weird.
train 3 times?
Yeah, 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 yeah. On the
Okay.
platform, on the platform.
Oh, okay,
We just
okay,
buck
okay,
and then get on the train together. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah,
So
man.
hold on. So you get to the platform, yeah? You get to the
Yeah.
platform. Now, is it you that gets to the platform first, or are you standing at the platform and then this brother just comes along like 3 times?
No,
Because
it's
could
been a
be a stalker,
mixture.
bro. You got to
No, it's
watch
been a
these.
mixture.
Oh,
It's been a
right.
mixture. There's been a couple times where I've got there first and I'm waiting in my usual spot. There's a couple
Oh yeah,
times where
because
he's
yeah,
already standing there. So it's just kind
yeah,
of like, okay, yeah, it's my man again. So yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
hey,
yeah. But you do get that.
before this, I haven't made a new friend in probably 10 years. So that's why I'm
Hmm.
like, whoa, okay, what's the cutoff? But
See,
yeah,
I think with me, I think the problem with me is I don't really want to do anything. So I avoid making new friends because I know they're gonna ask me to go somewhere or do something, and
yeah.
I don't want to do that. I already know what I want to do this weekend, and it's not gonna be whatever they suggest. So for me, unless I've been a friend of you from back in the day, and again, like Sheikh said, you've been to my house already. That convention's gone over. We've done that nicety. You probably even met my mom. That's my circle. But like past that, like my girlfriend has tried to introduce me to new people, like friends of her friends or friends of her, boys, men of her friends or whatever, thinking that because he likes this thing and I like this thing, we want to both coexist. And I'm always actively trying to avoid those types of situations just because I think I'm a friendly person and everybody says that. And that's why most people are surprised when I don't want to go a lot of places, especially in work. They always think, oh, you're sociable because you talk a lot. So that means you must be one of those
Mm.
people that likes going out all the time. I don't. I genuinely don't. I'm a home person mainly. And if I do go out, it's just to go and get something or take the kids somewhere. Or do you know what I mean? Like I'm going
Yeah,
to an
yeah, yeah.
event, but it's usually with my children, or it's usually just to go and buy something quickly, come back to the house, go to my parents' house. That's about it.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, like weddings and stuff, I try and avoid those like the plague. Like anything to do with big time events that involve a lot of people where we've all got to meet up and we've got to get dressed and you've got to go buy a suit, like anything like that, I don't really want to do it. I'll be honest with you. If you gave me a choice and said you don't have to come, I'm gonna stop you right there and say I'm not coming then. Stand.
No, man.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm the
me.
opposite.
I know you're the opposite, but
Ah,
that's me totally. I don't want to
ah.
go. I say it all the time in work. As soon as they mention it, I don't want to go. No, it sounds like hell to me straight away. Come on, it's just down there. We're just gonna go. No, I don't. I already know I don't. I'm not gonna enjoy that. I'm not gonna enjoy that at all. So, and I might. The thing is, the problem is when I'm there, I will enjoy it. I'll have a good time. But my personal choice is just to not go. So, and that's what people find really difficult with me because they know once I get there, I'm actually
You
going to
good?
be, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to talk to loads of people. I'm going to catch jokes. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to have a laugh. But in my mind, when you initially asked me, do I want to do that thing on Saturday? My answer in my head is screaming, no, get out of it. Get out of it. My first response is always, what time is it? And then that's my way out. Because whatever
You're
time
thinking
they
of
say,
excuse.
no, whatever time they say, I can't already make it. So it's as simple as that. Don't commit straight away. That's the problem. When you say yeah, you can do that. You can say, yeah. Oh, actually, what time is it on Saturday? 4 o'clock. Ah, you know what? I've got this thing on Saturday at 4 o'clock. Can't make it. So I've got a list of rebuttals. I just keep in my back pocket for whenever I need to. But to be honest, I've got to the point now in my life where I don't even make excuses. I just say I don't want to go. And I think that's just easier, you know?
Yeah.
You know, people are going to start asking you places, you know, bro.
I love that. That's really what I've been trying to get to for years, bro. I would love that, you know? So I try and avoid
Are
all
you
those
sure?
types of things. But don't get
Are
me
you
wrong.
sure
Like,
that it's an age thing?
for example, no, I think I've been like that a lot of times. I mean, look, how I've known you for well over 20 years, yeah? When have we actually been out? Exactly.
In the early days.
We've been out. Well, I think we've been out twice in 20
I only remember
years.
once. I only remember
Exactly.
once.
In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I only remember once as well. And that's out. Like in terms of just jamming, like if you said to me, come down your house, whatever, yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
up for
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
I will
different.
come chill. We can, watch a movie, listen to music, catch jokes, anything like that. Vibes in, I'm good with. What I don't like is the organized fun. I don't like when we
Yeah.
have to go to this thing that's supposed to be fun, because 9 times out of 10, it just ain't. And that means I've got to make it fun. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be on tonight. I just wanted to
No,
relax, bro.
sometimes it is fun, bro.
Nah,
Sometimes you get to a place and there is vibes and it is
it
good.
takes a lot for me to tick it off the list as that was fun. That's what I'm saying. My fun is different from most people's fun. It just is. I feel like I
You
need to
see,
be on like a higher level because I'm already energetic. So for me to entertain me, you've got to go above what I could normally do on my own. So that's what it really comes down to. A lot of people are boring. So for them, anything's fun. But for me, I've got energy. I can make fun. There's loads of things I could do. I've got bare hobbies. I've got bare things I could do. I can make fun on my own. Fun for me is just even just sitting down drawing graffiti for like 5, 6 hours. So, but for other people, they need someone to stimulate them. And I think that's what it is. I actually don't need people to stimulate me in the same way I think other people need that. I can create enough for myself to be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I think you're putting a bit too much emphasis on the outings, Like sometimes you could just go out. Like it hasn't always got to be a big occasion. Sometimes you just go out and just hook up with someone
Nah,
and just have a good time.
I really don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like just to just go out for the sake of it. Nah, then you might as well just
so
stay
Seb,
in.
Seb, have you never been
Mm,
sort of at a loose end and
mm,
someone's out of the blue just said, Seb,
mm.
oh, you want to come out, Figgy Bob? This Figgy Bob's down there, playing down there. You want to come out? You want to come out?
I
You
would
never
say
done the
no.
off the spur thing like that.
No, I'll definitely say
Do
no
you know
to
what?
that.
You've missed out, bro.
I'll definitely say no to
Definitely
that.
say-
If I'm at a loose end, I'll definitely say no to that. Definitely. No way. So,
Oh.
because my
Just
other
think
thing
about
is
those opportunities.
with the work situation as well, my rule for the work situation was I the reason why I would more likely go to a work event because it's on the way home. Simple as. But if
Mm.
where they were going, if where they decided to go that night was out of my way, like I had to go somewhere, then somehow come back to my way to catch a train home, I'm not going.
Mm.
But if it's downstairs along the way or on the way to the station or whatever, Yeah, I'll come. I'll have a few drinks,
Downstairs.
and then I'm gonna
Downstairs.
and then I'm gonna leave after a couple of drinks and go home. Simple
So
as.
do you have like where you work? Do
Yeah.
you have away days like a couple times a year? You know, you do the away day,
No,
team
no.
building. You don't do that shit. Okay.
Public money, so we can't do that, unfortunately. But I've worked in private companies where they've had that, and again, I've tried my hardest not to go to those types of things. I just don't feel like it's for me. It's not that I don't. Again, it's not that I won't find it fun when I'm there. I just would prefer not to go, and I think that's just I don't know what it is about me. I'd prefer not to do it. My idea of fun, to be honest, is chilling out with my actual hardcore friends. Because that's the other thing I say to some people is that I don't even get to see my hardcore friends and my actual family enough to justify going out with other people. I think that's what it is. To me, why would I go out with four other random dudes from work? Like when I'm standing there thinking, you know what? I could actually be with my proper brethrens right now and actually having a proper time rather than listening to people talking madness. Like I don't, because I'm not really interested. It's like when people show you photos. It's that moment for me where I don't really want to look at your photos. So it's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to look
Especially
at your
if it's of an ugly child, you know what I mean?
exactly.
Ugly baby photos. Yeah.
I
Come
don't
on,
want to look
move.
at your photos ever. Like, don't
No,
show
but do
me.
you just on the photos? Do you ever get the thing where you're like, when they hand you the photo, right, and you're scrolling, and you're like, oh, I don't want to scroll one more too far because I don't want to see something of you that's gonna make me never want to look at you ever again.
It's true. No, that is always a fear that's going to happen, especially nowadays, because
Yeah.
you don't know what people are doing nowadays at all. Or it could even be of their girl, and you're thinking, I probably shouldn't have seen that.
Yeah.
We have to skip past one really quickly. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not even going to say that I
Awkward
saw that.
silence.
Yeah, but no, that's the feeling. If I could, because you know Germans always have like a word for everything. Apparently, like in their language, there's a word to convey emotions and feelings. That's the closest I can get to conveying how I feel when someone says to me, "Do I want to go out?" It's like them saying, "Do you want to have a look at all my holiday photos?" And it's like I could, if I'm being really polite, I could do that and smile and ask you loads of questions of, "Oh, what's this? Oh, what did you do here?" But really, I don't want to do that right now. That's how I feel. So, and I'm not being mean.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you cut off your friendship circle, like that's virtually closed a while ago.
I wouldn't say I cut it off. I would say that it reduced over time. But again,
No,
if
I
I was
mean
to
like the opportunity for for that to expand.
oh yeah, I mean, I'm not looking
you
for
kinda,
friends. I mean, if I was in your situation, that person would have to tick so many boxes for me to feel seriously be like impressed enough to be engaged to think in my mind, wow, okay, I want to see this person again. Like if we happen to be in the same place and that person
yeah.
happened, like so in your situation, I guess if you're going to be catching the train with this guy, but then again, I know me, I would have to start catching a different
Start
train.
getting a different train.
I would just get a different train. I know me because I'm gonna want to listen to my podcast. I've already got a routine. I can't have you doing that because I don't even like it when that happens now. Like, do you know what I mean? You might see someone and you think, oh, I was gonna read my emails now. Now I've got to talk to this dude. You know what I mean? Like all that. I'm quite stuck in that in a routine kind of way. But I'm not trying to be mean to people. It's just it is what it is. But when it comes to it, I will never be rude to anybody at the end of the day. Like if I have to engage in that conversation, I will. I'm never going to make that person feel like, I'm annoying him or whatever. My preference would be to go to work with not seeing anyone. Like my rule is I don't even want to talk until I get to work. And that's nothing against my family. My family all know that. If I can literally wake up, get ready, get dressed and leave the house and not say anything apart from goodbye, that's a perfect morning in my house. Seriously, that's a perfect morning in my house. And then if I can get to work without saying a single word, brilliant. So if the first time I have to speak is the first time someone speaks to me in work, and I try and make that as long as I can. I started going in early, so now I get there for 8 o'clock in work now, just so I know that most people are not going to get there to 9:30, 10. That gives me a whole 2 hours of silence. It's brilliant. So that's my day. I'm a solitude person. I really am. I think I've become more solitude as I got older, and now I enjoy it. I like my own time and space to think in my head without all the distractions. And that's where I'm at. But like I said, if that person came along and they just so like if I have a new neighbor, for example, I mean this would probably be a nightmare situation, but if there was a new neighbor who just liked everything that I liked, maybe that could happen.
Do you
That could
know what though?
happen.
When it comes to neighbours, yeah, what I found out is that well, what I do is I try my utmost to like my neighbours, even if I don't like them. I try to like find the good qualities in them. I'm very polite to them. You know, I make sure that they know who I am. They know that's my door, and you know, so I find that that's much better than trying to sometimes just keep to yourself because I've tried that before. Just
Mm.
try to keep to yourself, and that's when you get nosy neighbours because they want to know. Hold on, what's this dude doing? Who is this dude? Oh, he keeps himself to himself, doesn't he? That's why I'd rather be out there. Oh, hello! I walked down the road. Hello! Even when it was COVID, yeah, they had the, you know, when they had the COVID, the drinks. They had some drinks one day. I come out my yard, and it was COVID times. I see all the neighbours in the garden. I was thinking, oh, they're getting brave, didn't they? They all had wine. It might have been a Jubilee something or whatever. And usually I was just ducking my car and I'm off. Now I was like, yeah, hello, hello. Put on an accent. Hello, hello, good evening. Yeah. Because they, you know, and then they feel, they can relax around this dude. You know what I mean? No,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
had no problems around here. No problems
No,
whatsoever.
the most
Whereas,
I've
you know,
said, the most I've done is wave my hand in, and I've lived there for 14 years. There's not one person that can say they've had a conversation with me, apart from our direct one on our right. She's friendly with my girlfriend and my daughter. So, and she's an elderly lady. I do things for her. Like she gets time. She gets time because she's integrated enough. But everyone else on the street who I've known for 14 years, they've seen me for 14 years. None of them have had a conversation with me ever. They
you,
get a wave
you,
and a smile, but that's it. That's it. I ain't
you
got.
know, you know, you're the dude that they talk about, yeah, at their
I
neighborhood
know
watch
it's on the
meeting.
WhatsApp group. It's not even a
Oh, the
joke.
WhatsApp group.
They've
No,
got a
I'm not on the
WhatsApp
WhatsApp
group.
group.
They've got
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
I've
you.
never joined that. You know,
Oh, no, I'm
one
not
of
on the
our neighbors
WhatsApp.
asked
Yeah.
us to join that, and I said to her no to her face, and she looked at me like I'd literally just spat in her drink or something. And I was like, what do you mean? Why would I want to be part of that? I don't want to be part of that. I don't need to know none of
Yeah.
that stuff. So I said, look, if you've got an issue and it involves me, come round here and we'll sort it out. Like simple as well, I'll help with whatever I need help in the community. I said, you know, I'm not anti-community, but I'm not doing that. I'm not getting integrated into some group that you can all talk
Okay,
and
now
discuss stuff.
this is quite good. So, what are the pros and cons of having a WhatsApp group in your street? Like, what are the pros?
From what I know, you get to know if other people get burgled. You get to know if someone finds a decent handyman, then they, you know, can pass the message on and say, I've just had a good carpenter around here. He's really good, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. It's things like that, you know, if there's foxes,
Remedies for foxes. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
foxes around, and someone might tell you what's going on with the foxes. It's all that kind of stuff. It's stuff you would basically sort out anyway. But for
Can someone watch my cat while I go on holiday?
yeah, exactly. And that's what I don't want because I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. My sister just asked me to watch her cat, and I said, There's absolutely no chance. There's absolutely no chance I'm watching your cat while you go away. You might as well just give it away. Simple as, because it's not going to
That's what
happen.
people forget when they buy pets. Yeah, they forget that slogan. Yeah,
Mm.
a pet is for life, not just for Christmas. Yeah, because they forget that they might want to go on holiday a year or two down the road, and then they're stuck with this
It's stuck with the
furry
cat.
animal that
Yeah.
they don't want to put them in the catteries and that because they're
Mm.
meant to be treated pretty bad there. They're
Mm.
all
Well,
like
all them
100 cats in
hotels are
one place,
expensive.
They're
and yeah,
expensive, bro.
and they're expensive. You know, you'd be cheaper taking the cat with you. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
Taking the cat
you
with
know,
you.
yeah, and doing all the quarantine shit because it's expensive. I've got a mate, yeah. He bought a cat, yeah. Poor thing. Not the cat, him. He's a poor thing because the cat. He goes to me, yeah. This cat cost £1,000, and he was happy to tell me
A
that. I said
grand.
£1,000. He said, yeah,
Wow.
£1,000. He said it's called a rag,
For the
a
cat.
rag. Yeah, a ragdoll cat. It is, yeah. If you don't know what a ragdoll cat is, go and look it up. They do look very beautiful, yeah, but not a grand's worth of beauty. Not in my book. And apparently he got a deal. But
Yeah.
he's had this cat now. What? It must be about 5 years
He
now.
got a deal and it was still a grand.
Yeah, they usually cost about 1,500 quid. Yeah, the
That's
pedigree.
crazy.
Yeah.
I see this cat. Like
Yeah.
their coat, they look like a plushie. Like they look
Yeah.
super soft. Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad. It looks nice, but it's a cat, bruv. It still acts like a cat. It still acts like a cat, especially those feet. And he bought a female one as well. And I told him, I said, bruv, do whatever you do. When he said he's getting a cat, yeah, I said, okay. Do you like creatures like gaining the higher ground and just looking at you all day long and shit?
Gaining the higher ground.
And not playing with you and spitting at you and all of that. Yeah, he's going, nah. Okay, listen, if you want to get a cat, yeah, get a dog, mate. And he goes, nah.
If you want to get a cat, get a dog. That's not good advice.
Well, I'd rather have a dog than a cat. Right, anyway, cut a long story short, he's got this cat, and he hasn't been nowhere. He hasn't been abroad for about 5-6 years because his cat, and he won't let no one look after it. He won't take it nowhere to a hotel. And I'm thinking, right, he's got to wait till the cat dies before he can go abroad.
Yeah.
I think that's a madness.
And you know what's nuts about cats? You know, apparently, if you die around a cat, unlike a dog, a cat will start to eat you within hours, dude. And apparently, it can remove your whole head within a few hours and skin it. So imagine that same cat that he's looking after can literally, within the space of I think it's supposed to be 12 to 24 hours, will remove your head and eat that.
I'm sure. Is that all cats or just female cats?
Cats that are hungry cats because you've just died and your food now. Yeah, that's what apparently. I mean, I if someone knows if that's true or not, put it in the comments or not in the comment section.
No,
I saw that on Joe Rogan's show, and I saw that on another podcast as well. The same guy, I think, he was talking about it, saying you're better off getting dogs. At least dogs will wait for at least a few days until they're really starving. Which means by that time, someone could have come in and took your body out. But if it's a cat, they're going to start eating you within hours, definitely.
Well, just make sure you got a cat flap or something, or leave the window open so that you can get out, you know what I mean, and go look for food elsewhere.
Actually, Rory, wasn't you telling me some story about a cat this week? About some cat that got kidnapped or something?
Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah.
Didn't the guy got done for that?
Yeah, so they brought in this law where you can get arrested for stealing a pet. But I think they brought it in last year. But I think the first few people are being charged for this crime now, whereas before, I don't know. I'd imagine that, I don't know who's gone around taking pets, but it seems that people are.
This is a country of pet animal lovers and pet lovers, you know. So I'm surprised that they've just brought this law out. I would have thought that this law would have been there before they had the law of murder. Do you know what I mean? Because the way they look after animals and the way they look after people, and people get so attached to their pets. I knew this dude, yeah. What I've known some idiots in my life. Anyway, I know this dude, and he was telling us seriously, yeah, that he would be more aggrieved if his dog died as opposed to if his parents died. And he was serious, you know.
Wow.
And it weren't like he was abused as a child or anything. Do you know what I mean? I just don't get it. But there you go.
No, people do love their pets. People do love their pets.
They're going to give them heavy sentences, you know.
Well, this is the thing. So they were looking at charging this guy for 5 years, I think, for stealing the cat. And I mean, stealing the cat's bad, but 5 years. I don't know if it's 5 years bad.
That's good.
Did he hurt the cat?
Well, they didn't go into if he did anything to it. I think he just stole it, as far as what the report was saying. But
do you know what? There was a couple years ago, there was a nutter going around catching cats, yeah, and then killing them, doing madnesses to them, and just leaving them like nailed to trees and stuff like that. And
that's
and it was
crazy.
Well,
he should definitely get a long time. There's no doubt.
Do you know what? The thing is, that stopped. It all stopped, and you didn't hear about it. So the obvious thing is that he's now progressed onto larger animals. Do you know what I mean? He's not stopped. He's doing the same thing, but
That's
with larger
crazy.
mammals.
That's
He must
crazy.
be. What? He's all of a sudden, unless he's got nick for something else. And he's in prison.
Hopefully.
But I think he's, planning. He's probably sorting out his kill group or something. Watching Dexter. Do you know what I mean? Watching Dexter reruns, mate. Getting ideas.
Let's hope he's locked up in Belmarsh or something.
I'm hoping so. Yeah, Sheg. So what you been on this week?
Mate, this week, as weeks go, has been a good week. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in good health. Nothing's hurting. Usually
Nice.
I've got something hurting me. Either it's my leg, my arm, my shoulder. I've been called that way. Work has been good. I've got a good team of people I work with. Everybody seems to know their shit. So that's a good bonus when you're working in a team.
No one's pulling any
I can't
weight.
wait. Yeah. I can't wait though. I've been getting amped for this Premiership, mate. You know, we had a little taster with the Championship. Yeah, you saw the Millwall and Charlton. They both got their little wins. Yeah, they're happy. But this weekend, yeah, I'm looking forward for the Premiership. Yeah. And this year, I'm not gonna be so boastful as I was last year. I'm not gonna make any stupid bets. You know,
boastful. You guys were terrible last year.
I was boastful. I was boastful about what my team was going to do. I.e., but I was correct in saying that. Where's old boy when you need him, man? Leon. I told him though. I said West Ham would finish above Man U.
And did they?
Well, yes.
By one place. Okay.
But what do you mean by one place? They finished above them. But my mistake was saying the same damn stupidness about you Arsenal boys. I said that we'd finish against all of you, innit? Remember?
Yeah.
Last season, I said we're going to finish above you Arsenal boys.
No, but I didn't take that seriously, though. I mean, come on.
Nor did Leon, and look what happened to this.
No, but I feel like Man United fans right now are they're in a weird space. It's like it's still. I think last year season, for most of them, I still think there's some that it hasn't yet, but I think for most of them, it's finally sunk in. Like they need the reboot, right?
No,
I feel like because I feel like for Arsenal fans, it was the same for Arsenal fans, right? For a while, where we kept thinking, like, why are we not winning? Like, why are we not winning? And eventually we realized, okay, there's a reboot that's needed. Like the players that we're attracting for one are not those players. The style of football that we were playing wasn't the style of football that was Arsenal, and we needed the reboot, and we needed time. Like they've tried.
Excuse me.
Hold on. 1 second. Let me just say this last thing. They're still trying to put a plaster over the situation rather than ripping off the Band-Aid and starting again. And that's why, if it weren't, to be honest, for us, if it wasn't for Arteta actually coming in and doing that, we would still be doing that. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Can I just say that my week didn't revolve around Arsenal and Arteta? Yeah. So we could come off of that. And listen, we'll talk about Arsenal, as a separate subject. Yeah. You know, all I did was mention the Premiership, and you've gone on one about Arsenal.
No, I'm not going on
okay.
one. I'm just trying to explain why Man United.
Okay. Another thing I'm looking forward to this weekend. Premiership is the biggie, obviously.
Yeah.
But it actually starts Friday. Is it Friday?
Mm-hmm. Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going out Friday. Anyway, the other thing I'm looking forward to is I've been looking at the UFC. There's a big UFC event this Saturday. It's the middleweight championship.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
It's that DDP Dricus. Is it Dricus Duplessis?
Duplessis, the South African guy.
I can't hear you, Seb. You've gone off.
Can you can't hear me? Yeah, Rory can hear me, so I must.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. You just come back.
Yeah.
Duplessis, the South African guy.
Yeah, but he's fighting Hamzat.
Yeah, I
Chimaev,
know.
That madman. I kill everybody.
So who's the favorite going into this thing? Because I'm not up to date with UFC.
The challenger is the favorite.
Yeah, the challenger is the favorite. But saying that, the Duplessis, who's the champion, he's an unexpected champion to me because he beat Israel, right? and then he went on to beat was it is it Strickland?
Strickland.
He
Strickland
beat
twice.
Strickland twice.
Yeah.
Basically, the people that he's beaten in the last probably 5 fights, I never had him down on paper to win those fights. So he surprised me every single one of those fights. And over that time, it's kind of got to a point now where I've had to believe the hype a little bit. Like, okay, is this guy? Because when you look at him, he don't look like that to me. Like he could be that guy. But he's
He's a
beaten.
strong dude.
Yeah, he's beaten guys that I genuinely thought he couldn't beat these dudes. So I've had to give this guy his props. But now, as Sheg just said, he's fighting a madman. And I can't if he beats this guy, then yeah, all bets are off. I will say hands down, all
No,
right, you're a bad man. But like I can't see it
if I
happening.
if I had to bet, I'm betting on the champion to win.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'll
are?
tell you.
Okay.
Yes, because this dude, yeah, I knew that he would beat Strickland twice. I
Mm,
knew that he would beat Adesanya. If you look at his previous fights,
mm,
okay, so he's lost twice in his whole career,
mm-hmm,
but he's not lost since he's been in the UFC.
mm.
That's how he's got to the title and he's become champion. If you watch his fights, yeah, he's unorthodox and he
Very.
rushes mans with some heavy blows.
Mm.
And he can do the takedown defense. He can do the takedowns. He submitted. He nearly killed Adesanya. He
He's a
took
good
his
fighter.
breath away, mate. He submitted him. So
Mm,
that guy, I think I've got my money on him because Chimaev, he's a one-round dude. What he does, he just as soon as the bell goes, he just rushes the brother, he'll kick him or punch him, and then he'll just dive. He will dive in for the takedown. Yeah.
mm.
And then
But if
that's
he
what he
takes
does.
you
But
down, then you're in
Yeah.
trouble, bro. That's the thing. You are in
no,
trouble.
but what Duplessis is strong. You can't hold him like that.
Mm.
He won't be able to hold him like if he loses, he'll lose in the first round. Yeah. If he goes further than the first round, Hamzat, his cardio. We haven't seen him. He hasn't gone further than Gilbert Burns. I think he had a long
Mm-hmm.
fight with him, and he was nearly dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Gilbert Burns, and he's a good fighter, but he's not on that caliber. He's not on that level. So yeah. So there's the UFC thing that I'm looking forward to, and there's a few other fights on that card as well that I want to see. Yeah, this week. This woman, Candice Owen. Oh man. You know about
Candace
Candice
Owen.
Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
But why is she in
Oh,
What
your world?
happened?
no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. With this French Brigitte Macron thing, yeah.
All right,
She's
yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna end because the French presidency
Yeah.
have taken her to court.
What for calling his wife a man?
Yeah, all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So they're taking it serious.
I can't see them if they're going to a whole country. You might say the presidency is going to take one individual to court. I
Mm.
can't see that one individual winning.
Well, technically that's what every prosecution is though, isn't it? Like even ours is the crown prosecution. It's the you against the king. So so technically you're always at a loss.
Yeah, no, but it's not really. It's you against the king against those people that you did the crime against. Like this is
the actual president.
Yeah.
So the actual president's taking her to court saying, stop
Yeah,
calling my
basically,
wife a man.
stop saying that my wife has a penis. Stop saying that my wife hasn't had three children. Basically saying that, yeah. But the thing is, yeah, there's that, yeah. Because just imagine if it is true. Just imagine. I don't know if people would care nowadays, anyway. So, but the thing is, she's gone into how they met and how old they were when they met,
Right.
and what and like things like she was a teacher, so there's that sort of extra responsibility when you're dealing with your pupils. You can't be dating them. Do you know what I mean? And that sort of thing. So
Mm.
it goes deep because she was meant to be like nearly 40, like 39 or something, when she first sort of had the hots for him, and he was only 14.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So
But
And I think the
Candice,
law in France
mm,
for any sort of relationship like that, sexual relationship, is today, and it's always been like 15. It's younger
okay,
than what it is here. Like here, it's 16, isn't it?
yeah.
There, it's like 15 for in France, but he was meant to be a 14. So there's that thing of, well, then what kind of person is she then? Did she groom him and all of this and
Mm.
that? So yeah, I think that. But what I can't see is like Candice sort of winning. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't sort of strike as something that would happen. But would it happen? I
But
don't
I
know.
mean, okay, but in order for her to win, she's going to be able to have to prove. I mean, she's going to court, so court's about proof. So she's going to have to prove anything that she's saying. So it sounds like she can prove that he, was with her when he was 14. That's easy enough to prove, right? Surely that was if she was his teacher and they sparked a relationship while he was still in school. That shouldn't be too hard to prove. The hardest part is going to be proving that she's a man, which is the whole essence of the conversation, really, though, isn't it? How do you prove that?
You need Ace Ventura.
Einhorn is awful.
Well, it's just, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, surely you can prove it. Like,
And
if
what
you
are they going
go,
to do? Get her to strip naked in court?
or can't they take some medical samples from her to prove that
But then are you going to believe that
chromosomes and all of
those
that?
are her samples, or you know what I mean? Things get lost
That's
in
the thing.
translation, isn't it?
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying, right? I've got a hunch that something dodgy will happen that will prove that she is a woman, but it might be dodgy. Where they got that information from might be dodgy, doctored, forged, or whatever. I
Mm.
don't know, but they will be able to find a way around that.
But you know the funny
It's a
thing
whole
though,
country, and France ain't no. France is quite a violent country, They're
yeah, but
not
it's
like.
also quite open with their sexuality and all that kind of stuff as well. And that's what I was about to say. If he had just turned around and said so, then what could happen? Basically, nothing really, because Candice wouldn't have a leg to stand on at the end of the day. If he said, yeah, okay, so whatever you're saying is true. I mean, we're living in a new age now, a new world, a new time. Most people are going to be behind him if he comes out and makes that statement. He says, so what? Well, are you discriminating against my wife because biologically she used to be a man? Then what? Candice has got what? I don't
The,
understand.
the age, the paedophilia
Then you can
age.
only land back on that. So maybe that's going to be the angle. Is that if she's going at her saying she's a paedophile, that's definitely different than the whole
Yeah.
trans issue.
Well,
Because
no.
I think the trans issue is a separate issue, but it's also a so what issue nowadays to a lot of people. Whereas the paedophile thing, that's not going to be a so what issue. That's going to be more frowned upon. But he's he obviously married his groomer because I mean, how long they been together then? For how long? Decades.
And do you know what? Her daughter, one of her daughters, her so-called daughters, was his classmate.
One of her daughters from another
Yeah.
marriage was his classmate.
Yeah. What do you mean
Okay.
another marriage? She's been married once before. From that marriage,
Mm.
she had 3 children,
Oh, so
two
none of the
daughters.
children are his children.
No, he's too
Oh,
young.
okay.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah. By the time he was like, well, I don't know whether she was too old to have more children. I don't know.
Mm.
But yeah, apparently, one of her daughters was his actual classmate. And another thing that Candice reported was that when he became president, right,
Mm.
they tried to reduce the age of consent from
Jeez.
15, as it is, to
Mm.
13.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of their policies, but they did it in a sneaky way. What they did was that they said that they were going to raise the age of consent to 13,
Mm.
thinking that the people wouldn't think, hold on, what is the age of consent now? And when they did, they said, hold on, the age of consent is 15. What do you mean raise it to 13? So in actual fact, they tried to lower it to
Right.
13. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? And that would have made their original meetings and stuff more sort of acceptable, maybe.
Okay. So when is this court case supposed to be happening? Is this a real thing then? They're definitely taking it to court.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure when it's gonna kick off, but it is meant to be happening. And Candice is like kind of saying, "Yeah, bring it on," but she's also sort of saying, "Well, hold on, where's Trump? Trump should be helping me out, kind of thing. Should be backing me up as a US citizen." Sort of
this
thing.
is kind
And
of stuff that Trump likes to get involved in, though, doesn't it? This is down his street.
You know, I don't know. Oh, talking about Trump, he's called out the National Guard, didn't he? Washington, DC today.
What's he saying?
He said he's had enough of. He said it's going to look beautiful. He said all the he said drug addicts and the homeless, they're going to be cleared away. Is like all the sidewalks, we're going to make it look beautiful again. But yeah, National Guard and like
what's he going to do with all of them?
Images.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Yeah, but how is he gonna clear the site? Where's he gonna put these people? What's he gonna do?
Look, he's not telling you to worry about that. To leave that to him. He'll sort that out. Right? Don't worry about that. But the sidewalks are going to look beautiful again in Washington DC.
He's just going to water blast them off the streets.
Exactly.
Everyone off the streets.
Well, they've got the feds involved as well, isn't it? So National Guard, feds. They've got the local police. They've got.
Yeah, but they're not criminals. You can't lock up homeless people. It's not against the law to not have a home.
Well, the way he's talking, it is, bruv. Like he's saying criminals and homeless in the same sentence,
in the same breath.
Yeah, he's putting them all together. Yeah, that's the way it comes over. Anyway, I don't know.
So he's so what is he? So what is he basically saying? You got 24 hours to get off the streets because tomorrow's going to be a new day.
Right. So there's a park in Washington, and like about over 100 vagrants was in this park this afternoon. They're not there no more. All that you can see is the rubbish that they've left there. Yeah, and it does look bad. But yeah, you say, don't worry,
my concern would be, where are they now? Because they haven't disappeared off the planet. They're now elsewhere.
Yeah, but it's not. That weren't part of his press conference as to what happens to them. Like, don't worry about that. You know, take that out of your mind. Concentrate on what we're doing. And it's like, Washington. They think that he's going to this sort of. That's the capital, so he's going to drift down to every state. That's what they're hoping.
He's going to deport them to Mexico.
They're just going to be under a police. That even said that the crime rate in Washington, he was going. It's higher than Mexico City and what's that place in Colombia? Bogota or something like that in Colombia. You know,
it's higher than that.
He actually said it that in Washington the crime rate's higher. He says, "No, we've had it enough." And he said the people that he's bringing in, they know their jobs and they've done it before.
They've done it before.
Yeah, if you're in Washington, it must be like a curfew game.
Well, funny enough, did you not see that prison that he's built? The one with the Crocodile Island, the ones with crocodiles all the way around it. Have you not seen that?
What?
Rory, you not seen that? He built
the new Guantanamo Bay.
It's the new Alcatraz they're calling it. So he's
Crocodile Bay.
Yeah, he was down there visiting it the other day. It's called Crocodile Bay or Crocodile Island or something, jail. And it's surrounded so it's an island. The prison's like an island, and then it's surrounded by essentially like a lake. And a swamp more so than a lake. And in that swamp are hundreds and hundreds of crocodiles. So if you try and get out, you're gonna get eaten. That's the whole point of it. And he's loving it. He was doing a tour. It
does make sense.
He was doing a tour of it recently, going around it, saying, "Yeah, this is gonna be amazing."
But I think they should include like a zip line where if you're bad enough, if you can get to that zip line, and if you're bad enough, then you deserve it.
Well, they should turn it into Running Man or something. They'll just have to show. See, every week you get 10 contestants try and get out. I could see that happening in America.
Yeah, in 10 years' time, you watch this podcast back 10 years in the future, and if we've done that,
that show would be a thing.
They've already cancelled that show.
There'll be a season 5 or something.
Did it?
That's mad.
Oh, dude.
That's mad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Trump's
So
on one.
what else have I been doing? Yeah, and it's been good weather. So
Mm,
got
hmm
over the weekend had my shorts and t-shirt on. Do you know what I mean? Had a nice weekend. Everything went to plan. There was
mm,
no unexpected like problems like involving money and or anything like that. It was all
mm,
good.
mm.
Um, and today woke up. It's all good. Had a good day so
Yeah.
far today, but. Last week it wasn't my birthday last week, and I know that it was somebody's birthday last week. Yeah. So Seb, what was your week like?
Yeah, my week was good. I can't complain. Had a nice birthday. Visited the famo. Saw
Oh,
some.
so you went out then? Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
told you I never mind going to my mum's. That's a good one place to go. I never mind going to my mum's house. That's all jiggy. But but yeah, but again, I weren't going out. No, not even for my birthday. And it was a big one. But I thought, nah, I like to keep it local, keep it local. Um, yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Kept it nice and quiet,
Did,
Couple
did you
people.
receive any gifts?
What gifts did I receive? My brother got me a nice bottle of rum that I've been nursing for the last few days, which is nice. Yeah, that was quite nice. Um, what else did I get? 'Cause I told you I'm into my art. So my family all bought me some pens and stuff for me to continue with my artwork. Some nice, classy, expensive pens, some paint pens and some alcoholic pens. Um,
Alcoholic.
Alcohol pens, I should have said, not
Oh,
alcoholic.
I was gonna
Alcohol
say,
pens.
man, the mash up pens.
Pens that draw wavy. Um, but yeah. So it was nice. It was nice. It was yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I don't mind when it's kind of quiet like that. It's been good. I've not been looking forward to going back to work. Because also I
Oh,
was
you've
on.
been off.
Oh yeah, I was on holiday just before that. Went to Malta with the family. Beautiful place. If you ever get a chance, definitely go over there.
Hmm.
Yeah, lovely weather, lovely scenery. Everything just looks beautiful to look at over there. Beaches were amazing.
But
Um,
whereabouts in the world is Malta, bro?
so it's in between. It's not far from Italy, and it's above Africa.
Ah,
Yeah, it's above Africa. It's in that space there. Um, so yeah,
okay.
it's like to the left of Italy and just above Africa. So it's hot, hot, hot like crazy, but nice hot because it's an island and it's a small island. So you constantly got a nice breeze to it, so you feel good. Um,
And you recommend it, yeah, bro?
Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. And I'd have to tell you the good places to go to, but like to be honest, the whole place is quite small. I reckon if you did 2 weeks, well, we stayed on another island around it called Gozo, and that's the next island after Malta. But then you can travel between the two islands. It takes like 40 minutes on a ferry
Okay.
to go from one island to the other island. So we did that a couple of times. And yeah, and Goza's a little bit more quieter, whereas Malta itself is more of a metropolis, more similar to like a capital like London and stuff. Very busy, people rushing around and stuff. But both places are really nice. Can't
Yeah,
fault it.
full of beaches, I say it.
The beaches were awesome. I mean, I personally never been to a beach that was that nice before. It was crystal clear. You can see like even fishes and stuff were swimming around. It was warm and the sand. I mean, they call it red sand, but it wasn't like red. It was like just a nice, rich, dark brown kind of sand. Hot as hell though. Like you couldn't walk on it barefoot. You had to have
Food.
had to have your flip flops. Food wise it's quite a eclectic kind of place really because they have like a lot of influences from tons of different countries. They got like English heritage because of the colonization. There's an Islamic vibe to it as well in some places. There's very Catholic vibe going on all over both islands. There's French people. There's a mixture of everything. So food wise, you were never stuck for choice in terms of what you fancied. And then obviously they got all the regular joints that you'd find all over most of England as well. But I like to do Airbnbs, so we rented out a nice place out there, and I did like most of the cooking anyway. So I just went to the supermarket, bought all the stuff, and we had food by the pool every day. That was just lovely.
Nice.
And, yeah, that's kind of what we were on, that
Nice.
kind of vibe. So, yeah, it was really, really nice. Definitely recommend it. There aren't many hotels, to be fair, in terms of like resorts. I think they purposely tried to avoid turning it into like a resort type place. I mean, there are places where you can go and do hotel, but not the all inclusive kind of vibe. It's not like Spain or whatever, that kind of place. So I think most people do Airbnbs there, and it's probably cheaper to do the Airbnb as well. But you definitely get a vibe. They drive crazy though out there. They're definitely they got a different vibe out there in terms of for driving. Um, but yeah, it was nice, really, really nice. I would definitely recommend it. And there's some nice places to go visit. We only did like a week out there, but we definitely could have done another week easily to see more of the island.
Another
Yeah,
week, yeah.
easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, within 1 week, we saw a lot of places, but just from the beach alone, I mean, we spent out of that 1 week, we spent 2 full days on the beach. So that just tells you, like, we went there one day and we just knew we had to go back another full day because it was just so nice. The kids loved it. You're just in and out the sea. You come and sit back down, and within about an hour or so, you want to go back in the sea for another hour. And that's the thing, you're like in the sea for a good hour and a bit, 2 hours even, just swimming around, loving it, you know. And it wasn't packed either. None of their beaches are packed. So both days that we were there, it couldn't have been more than like 100 people.
Did you get any funny like sideways looks or anything like that?
Not really, not really. And there was no like there was no lager louts or any of that stuff going on. So even the English people that were there were well behaved. That's the first thing you noticed. Everyone was quite respectful of where we were. And there's a mixture. There is a mixture of people. Predominantly, obviously, there's going to be a lot of white people there, but everyone was friendly, and no one was giving us any bad vibes.
Good.
Have either of you watched Ancient Civilization on Netflix? I think that's what it's called.
Oh, the Graham Hancock thing.
Yeah. Have you watched it?
I haven't watched it yet, but I've watched a lot of his lectures on like Joe Rogan and stuff when he's talking about it.
On the ancient civilizations.
Yeah, because one of them's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna say there's ruins from what they believe are like
older than like the pyramids.
Civilization. Yeah, out there.
And
pretty cool.
It wasn't our plans to go visit them. But we didn't get around to it because it was just there's a lot to see. And you kind of have to. One thing I would say is you have to plan it in terms of what you want to do because it's quite easy just to chill. If you wanted to just chill, if you just want that holiday where you go beach every day, you can do that because the beach was 7 minutes from the house. So and it was like paradise. Do you know what I mean? So once you got there, you're like, wow, this is just around the corner, and there's hardly anyone here. Do you know what I mean? Like it was just you could have stayed there all day, which is why we did it for 2 days. One of the other days we went through the city and stuff. And because the ferry ride is so on the nose, like every 45 minutes it goes to and fro, like, and it's on time.
Transport works
every day. It's on time. Oh yeah, and even the taxis. So they use Bolt out there instead of Uber mainly.
Yeah.
And literally, you press send on the app, it's there. Within before I could even tell everyone it's coming, and within 2 minutes the guy's there. He's literally there already. So everywhere was just really easy to get to and dirt cheap because the island's small. You're not paying in English money more than probably about £5 to go anywhere. So that would be maximum really that you're kind of pumping out £5, maybe £8. It'd probably be a big journey. But yeah, everything was like €5, €4, €6 to just go wherever you wanted to go. And they're there. And the aircon is amazing. Everyone's car was like an ice box. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. But yeah, anyway, moving on to another crazy story. Have you been following this story about that woman in Australia that she did. She killed her ex-husband's family through poisoning them.
Yeah. Australian woman.
Yeah. You seen it?
Her name's Erin Patterson.
Erin Patterson. That's the one.
Something like that.
Aaron
Yeah.
Wait, is
Patterson
this the one? Is this the one that was that handed them? She made herself something and made them the same, but their
on
one was
different
poison.
plates.
Like, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Is that?
Well, she
Oh,
served
okay.
theirs apparently on great
Beef
plates, and
Wellington,
that
apparently.
was it. Beef Wellington,
Yes, yes,
Beef
yes.
some
Wellington with the
deadly
mushroom,
mushrooms, deadly
the mus
mushrooms.
the mushroom killer.
Yeah. Well, this
Fucking
story's been
hell.
like in the background because this happened in 2023, and I haven't really paid much attention to it until recently. I was just kind of like chilling, and I was reading it yesterday, and I was just like, this story is actually crazy. You know, this is going to be made into a film or a documentary straight away. I mean, obviously, it's sad what happened to the guy's parents and the guy's parents' sister and whatnot. It's terrible. But the weird thing is, so when I was reading the story, the guy, the ex-husband, was also invited to the same meal. So she invited all of them, saying, "Ah, you need to come round, blah blah. Come to the house. I'm cooking up a banging meal. It's going to be great." So he declined straight away, and the
Yo,
reason why he declined is because he thought she was going to kill him. She
gonna
was going
kill
to try
him.
and
Yeah.
poison him. So
No way.
yeah, because she tried. Well, she tried to kill him twice already. So she made one pasta that he ate and nearly died. Then she made some I think it was a chicken curry
Veggie wrap.
and then a
Veggie
veggie
wrap
wrap,
as well.
which put
Yeah.
him in a coma. The veggie wrap put him in a coma. So my question after
What?
reading this was, why didn't he warn his family not to go? Like that's the part I didn't understand. Like
Yeah.
if he's that certain enough to say I'm not coming because I think you're gonna kill me, wouldn't you just tell your whole family, look, do not by any means go to this woman's house and eat her food because she's gonna
No.
try and kill you?
Look at my medical report. Look what she's done to me in the past.
Literally. But apparently,
And
the
it's
medical report, no, mentioning that the medical report didn't show, they couldn't find any proof that she'd done anything to try and kill him. He just knew it was her in his heart. Like he had a gut feeling, excuse the pun, that
Oh.
it was definitely her. But if that's even if that gut feeling was so real, I would have told my mum and I told my dad, like, don't go to her house. That's a madness. Like that's proper crazy to me.
yeah.
But yeah, she ended up serving them this food, and yeah, they all died except for one. One person didn't die. Um, but
He's in
yeah,
a coma.
is he in a
He's still in
coma?
the coma.
He
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be.
yeah.
I'm not even sure.
He's
I'd have to go
fight,
back and check the story. But yeah, so
fighting for his life.
she's obviously charged now with murder. She's waiting sentence now. The
But is there
trial.
kind of any kind of like speculation as to like her motives, like why?
That's the
Like,
thing they can't figure out is why she chose now, why she did it. And she invited them on this false pretense that she was going to tell them that she had cancer. And so the way she did it, she sent her two children to go play somewhere, then invited them round for dinner, told them all that she had cancer, which is why the kids weren't allowed to be at the dinner because she wanted to tell them this news and she wanted them to tell her what she should do and break the news to her children. Turns out she hasn't got cancer. And then she used this dehydration machine to to dehydrate the mushrooms and whatever. Then that was where she messed up. So what got her nabbed was she got rid of the dehydration machine. She was caught on camera throwing that in some like tip place, but she left the instructions for the machine in her kitchen drawer. And that's what the
Oh,
investigators found. They found the instructions to this machine. Then they knew that she had that machine. They found the machine and then found traces of the mushroom in the machine. And all along, she denied even owning one, right? She wiped all her phones and everything that had all this communication and stuff on. Like everything she did basically was Columbo textbook 101. And yeah, so
just missed off the manual.
yeah, just totally missed everything. And then it was one of those situations where she was bound to get caught, but she killed everyone, and no one really knows why she really did it. It doesn't even make any sense. Why would you go out of your way to
well,
um
I think she did it because she was. I don't think she was divorced from her husband. I think they were
no, they were
estranged,
separated, were they? Estranged, yeah. Yeah.
which doesn't. If they were divorced, they would have said divorced, but they used the word estranged,
Mm,
so they're probably separated. Don't talk
mm,
to each other. She's a nutter or whatever. He's a
mm,
nutter. and she's probably thought, well, if I can't kill you, I'll kill people that you love. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's a spiteful thing, bruv. You know, if I, you know, she's obviously tried to kill him. We don't know what he's done, but he doesn't deserve to be poisoned. Just leave him. Do you know what I mean? Get away from the person. You don't have to kill them, let alone his. I think he was his mum, dad, and his uncle or his aunt.
His mum, dad, and his it was his
Sick.
mum and dad and his mum's sister.
Yeah, so his auntie
and her husband,
all elderly. Yeah, but he's still alive in hospital.
Yeah,
all elderly, you know. And no, she's a wrong one, bruv. There's too many of them out there, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a weird story. But you know that actual the mushroom it grows freely in your, you know, you can go to the woods and you can come across that thing.
That's what she did. She was foraging for it.
Yeah, it's only, but you can touch them, but you can't eat them.
Yeah. So before I go, have any of you guys seen this new Ice Cube film that's been advertised on? I think it's Amazon. The War of the Worlds. Is it any good? Has anyone actually watched it?
I seen it.
What's it saying?
Yeah.
what does that mean? Yeah.
I'm not going to say nothing about it. Like, I wouldn't advise you to see it, bro. It's not the one. Put it that way.
It's not the one.
Up there. Nah, mate. Nah.
I've seen it and it's painful. It's a painful watch.
Nah, you can't say that. This is Ice Cube, the legend, man. You can't say
no. It's granddad Ice Cube, bro. he's a granddad to her.
No. I'm saying then we should review the whole movie next week. If it's as bad as you saying it is, I feel like I need to punish everybody on the podcast, and then we should review the whole movie, bit by bit, scene for scene, and we'll go through it. That should be entertaining for not only myself.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, you up for it?
I'm not going to watch it again, but I'm up.
Nah, I won't be watching it again, and I actually don't think you'd get through the whole film in a week.
You don't think I could get through the whole in a week? Of course I can get through the whole film in a week.
Nobody's got time to watch that more than once. Like, no.
All right. You guys don't even have to watch it again. I'll watch it. I'm gonna review it. We'll talk through it, and then I want to see what was so bad about this movie, because I've heard some mixed reviews, but I can't imagine.
Mixed reviews.
I can't imagine it's as
obviously
bad as people are making
there's gonna be some people that like the film, whether it's an actor in there or an actress in there. They might like him, and they might follow them. You know, they worship those sorts of celebs. So there will be people that think that the film is like 10 out of 10. But for me, and I'm not a movie critic, never have been, never will be, but I can criticize this film, bro. Like,
I can criticize this film
easily, bro, with ease.
All right, I'm looking forward to it even more now. I'm gonna get myself a nice drink, put my feet up, press play, get my notepad out, and
and then fall asleep. And then when you wake up, rewind, and then start again from where you remembered that you fell asleep from. You're going to do that at least 3 or 4 times in this film, bro. Trust me.
All right.
I'll advise you to watch it in the morning, bro. Like when you wake up fresh. Fresh. Like,
wide awake.
Well, you'll fall asleep. Trust me.
All right.
Trust me, bro.
All right. We'll see. We'll see next week. It's definitely getting done. It's definitely getting done now. And I think we should be doing that more anyway in the future, reviewing movies, good and bad, but probably mostly bad for entertainment purposes, and then see what's going on. But yeah, I feel that probably brings this episode
before you go, I can think of another bad movie if you want to review bad movie. Have you seen that Happy Gilmore 2?
No.
Oh, that's another one. That's all right. After the World of the Wars crap, we'll do the Happy Gilmore or something like that. You got to watch that. That is funny though. At least it's a fucking comedy. Do you know what I mean? But it's still bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. Well, no, it might be good for you, but for me, it's.
Did you like the first one though?
It was silly. You know
But
what
I
I mean?
think the
It was
first one. I think the first one was funny though. There was
nah.
moments in the first one that were
I didn't like none of them. Listen,
No, the
you know,
first one was good.
there's comedy and there's silliness. There's things that could never ever happen, and there's things that are funny that could happen. And Happy Gilmore 1, it was just too silly for me. Maybe I don't really. I don't, that actor Adam Sandler is not really for me.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
But that was
He's not
kind of the
really one.
first time
He's
most
not really
people
one.
had been exposed to Adam Sandler, and then after that, I think he just did the same character in a lot of his movies. So it became kind of tedious after you've seen about 5 of his films. But I
Yeah.
think that film was the first film I think that I saw where he did the whole getting angry
Get angry.
and going crazy kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
but
didn't you like the black guy with the hand that was made out of wood and it got like all
uh,
mashed up and like
it was
that
too
guy made the
silly,
film.
man. It was silly, man. It was too silly. It was okay. Look, I'm laughing. I'm grinning up now. It was silly. It was funny with his hand and then his son. We were going with the same hand. How can his hand be hereditary? No. Anyway, that was a funny thing. Still, a wooden hand. You know what I mean? And his son's got the same fucking thing. But no. Okay. I'm sure I still wouldn't watch that again anyway. I ain't got enough time.
All right, and if any listeners or viewers want us to can recommend a bad film or a good film even for us to review on the podcast, we'll be happy to go ahead and watch it and
But don't make it too painful.
give you our
Not
thoughts.
too painful.
Yeah, well, I personally don't mind, and I'll make sure we watch it either way, providing it's actually watchable, and make sure it's
Exactly.
No, but I mean, it's widely available. I don't want to have to go hunt this movie down. If it should be either on Netflix or Amazon, something that I can turn on my TV and go, there's the film. And also, anyone else who's watching who wants to tune in and watch along with us, they should be able to find it pretty easy. I'm not going to some great lengths to go and try and find the movie. So if it's on Netflix or Amazon and you think it'll be funny for us to watch it and review it, let us know in the comment section, and it might be on one of the next episodes. But yeah, I feel like for this week, that's a wrap. And if anything, you got something else to say again? You're gonna interrupt me?
I just wanted to
go
say.
ahead. All right, I won't wrap up the show.
I just wanted to say, guys, just have a good week, and I'll see you again next week. And remember, what I say, especially what I say, is not true. Yeah, whatever I say, it's not true.
It's for entertainment purposes. On that note, see you later.
See ya.
Adios.